switch this over here. All right, so going into our class today, we're talking about all oils in regards to like floral scent. So while I'm just getting things situated and letting people into the call, look at this question. It asks like, if you could pick any floral scent to smell all spring long, what would it be? It doesn't even have to be one that you know is an essential oil. Just what would the floral scent be that you would diffuse or smell all year, all spring long? I think my go-to would probably be the oils that are like the scents that are in the citrus bloom oil. I know it's an oil, right? It's not just like a generic, I want to smell this flower. But there's like lavender and there's a couple like citrusy oils in there too. And it just makes like the perfect springtime blend. So I honestly think lavender would probably be the one that I would want to smell all spring long, but you can add it in the chat if you want to contribute to that question. If you're too shy, don't worry about it. You don't have to say anything. But
I love lavender. My son hates it though. Every time I put it on, he'll be like, ew, gross. I'm like, oh, why? Isn't that weird?
that is interesting. So my
So
mom
funny.
actually used to love lavender too. And then she went and she added it. She took the oil though, which we know is very potent, and she doused her pillowcase in it. And she's like, I just about died and suffocated myself. Like she won't use lavender anymore.
How funny.
I'm like,
That's
Luna,
so
you kind of
crazy.
ruined it for yourself there, but I love
I know.
it.
One that I've been loving is gardenia. Like I carry it around everywhere with me.
Okay. That's a yummy one.
So yeah.
I didn't even think of that one. I did look it up, but it's not one that you can just purchase right now. So
Oh
fortunately.
yeah. It's so good.
I know. I see Mariah just joined the call. Mariah, if you want to put your input in at all, feel free. We just asked the question, like if you could pick any floral scent to smell all spring long, what would it be? And Jazzy just said gardenia, and I've mentioned lavender or even just the citrus bloom blend is amazing. It doesn't have to be a blend or an oil that we know of. Just what would that scent be? Magnolia. There's that magnolia again. We were talking about that before we started
Yeah.
this call. I love magnolia too. Awesome. Okay. So just some fun facts then about floral aromas. So picking a floral aroma, especially an essential oil version of it, is going to stimulate positive emotions for you. And it is going to enhance those feelings of joy and comfort and just happiness, and just really enhance our mood in that area. And then another fact is that it improves almost every single one of them, improve your skin and hair quality in some way. Most of them have those beautifying properties that just improve maybe your appearance of your skin and your nails. Going back to that lavender that's commonly used on the face. I met a gentleman a few days ago. He's in his 70s and he does not look 70 whatsoever. And one of his oils that he uses in his skin regimen is lavender. So I thought that was kind of a fun fact. And then the third one is looking into the distillation process of all of our oils from doTERRA. A lot of them undergo maybe a heat distillation process at high temperatures, but floral oils, floral aromas cannot undergo a high temperature distillation process. They actually have to go through a delicate steam process in order to be distilled. And so they use that flower form and they get the oil out of the flower form through a steam process. So just some fun facts there. And then I wanted to share with you some natural perfume options. So thinking about the perfumes off the shelf, something you can go to Dillard's and get, something you can go to Nordstrom's or whatever and buy for yourself that you're like, I really, really love this smell. I don't want to part with it. Those are filled with chemicals and additives that are toxic and very, very harmful to our body. And so I don't even know if this will pull up really quick. Let me see if I can get this article to pull up. If not, I'll share it. Okay. I don't know. Can you see that? You probably can't see that really quick. Let's stop sharing. I'll pull up this page really fast for you because I want to show you this research article that was done. on the topic of perfumes and colognes. So I'm not going to say too much of it because there's limited things that I can say out loud. However, it just really emphasizes the fact that the compounds and the additives and the synthetics that are added into your perfumes that are off the shelf that you can go purchase at a store are not good for your body. They are all highly toxic chemicals that are added in. And yes, they might smell good, but in the end, they cause things like head discomfort, letting air into your lungs properly. You're gonna struggle with those kind of things. More deeply can cause some illnesses that honestly are ones that you're not going to want. Seasonal threats, it enhances those as well. So just wanted to share that. I can send that link to anybody who wants it afterwards to really look into this research that's been done. And there were like a total of 562 articles that they narrowed down to 37 that relate to this topic that they researched and did. So let me hop back over really fast to our presentation, but I just wanted to share that. Yes, Jazzy, I will definitely send you that article. If anyone else, just let me know. Let me go back to our presentation here. Hopefully that pops back up for you. Okay, is that showing for you guys again? Okay, perfect. So that's just kind of some advice and some beneficial research to look into behind consuming effects that happen when using fragrant topical toxic perfumes. So some natural options that doTERRA has readily available to you that are all pure, certified, pure tested grade essential oils I use as natural perfume replacements. And my first and number one is going to be rose. You will find that on me all the time. It is the oil of divine love. And I just love that because it truly it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel vibrant and that I can truly be myself and love on myself. Some other options are jasmine, neroli, magnolia has been one that Mariah brought up here a little bit ago that she loves the smell of it. It's a great natural perfume. That one is the oil of compassion. So again, I feel like these are really good feminine smells too. So for us ladies who want to smell, for the men on the call, the oils that I would reach for like a natural cologne would be more of those like manly smells, though maybe those like woodsy type smells. Those are kind of good. Tree oils, those are a nice, like good dude smell, dude aroma. They actually, I don't even know if I can say this, but they are coming out with one around Father's Day. So be on the lookout for that aroma to diffuse and to apply topically. It really is. I smelt it at Leadership about 2 weeks ago, and that one, I'm like, I need that in my husband's car. That's what I need it for. Because it really is a father smell, a man smell. So, and then the last one I would suggest is the Blue Lotus. That one's a great one to apply topically. That one just became available last year in roller form. And when I say roller form, these rollers, oh shoot, I wish I had one on me, but they basically take your oil bottle, they take the oils that are in there and they put it in a roller bottle, and there's maybe 25 or so drops in there, and they top it off with a fractionated coconut oil. So it's ready to apply topically and absorbs into your skin really nicely. Mariah said that not a floral, but balance is on my husband. Yeah, that's a good one. I use balance on myself and my kids. It's a great one for aroma wise. So next up, just a few, maybe a little bit more than a few floral oils and blends that I love. There are endless amounts. I feel like there's so many, but I tried to narrow it down to the most common and ones that you can mix and match to diffuse. So lavender is soothing and relaxing. It does that for the mind and the body. When I think lavender, I think everything redness as well. So anything that might appear on your skin as red, I'm going to be reaching for my lavender. But this one, like I said, is that soothing and relaxing aroma. So diffusing it, at nighttime for a part of our bedtime routine, adding it to the bath. Anytime I add something to the bathtub, I'm mixing it with an Epsom salt or a magnesium flake to really have it stick to something, because oil and water don't mix. And so you want it to adhere to something first, and then it easily gets distributed into your bath water. But lavender is the go-to for reducing the appearance of skin imperfections when applied topically. So that's the ones I use for, or the things I use it for lavender. Now citrus bloom is an already created blend. This is a mix of floral and citrus oils, but it is a great welcome the arrival of springtime oil. A lot of us diffuse it right as we're going into spring to set the mood. It is an oil for being joyful and having self-worth and a focused mindset. So using that, like I mentioned, being floral and citrus oils, the oils that are in this blend are wild orange and grapefruit. Those are like those citrusy ones. And then you have your florals, lavender, Roman chamomile, and magnolia. So perfect blend for springtime. And then the next one is geranium. I'm going to preface by saying this one is freaking strong. I don't know about anybody else, but this one for me is very, very potent, and one drop goes a very long way. We have what's called a feelings guide that we use in our home, and it has like little emojis on it for my kids to look at, and they'll point to which one they want. And one of the suggested oils for when you're feeling down is geranium. And so that's honestly the original reason I purchased this oil. And so we used it, and my son and I were like, okay, yeah, one drop is good. It does the job. It really helps you uplift your emotion. But I like to mix this one with other oils. But this one is, think of like life in bloom. Your life is blooming. It brings that calming environment in, an uplifting environment, and gives the fun fact of your hair and nails, but specifically your hair, a vibrant glow to it, like a healthy glow. So using this in any kind of like serum for your hair is really good. Ylang ylang. I probably shouldn't say this on here, honestly, but I want to say that this one took me a minute to get used to as an aroma by itself, because when I smelled it, it smelled like a diaper pail. Like it just not, I'm not saying like a stinky, like poopy diaper pail. I'm meaning just like that diaper pail aroma. I was like, what in the world am I smelling? This is actually one that you can combine with maybe jasmine, or what's the other one you can do? Clary sage. I'll talk about that in a minute too. Those two you can combine, and they're like an intimate blend to put in the diffuser if you're like setting the mood, you ladies and your husbands. And so that's why I got it. I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's do this blend. And I got it, and I was like, yeah, not by itself, but together it actually is really yummy with those two oils. So this is an option. Anyways, it isn't one that I prefer by itself, but a homemade blend is amazing. It is very common for people to use in making perfumes. And then it is a blend, or an oil that is encouraging for positivity in your life. So diffusing that one, encourage positivity in your home. Next one is patchouli. This one freshens the air and soothes your skin. It has this like rich, musky, sweet aroma to it. And it can be used topically to help reduce the appearance of wrinkles or blemishes or like minor skin imperfections, and promotes like a smooth, glowing complexion. I will be honest, I have not tried it for my skin, but apparently it works. Maybe we should all hop on that and try it. When diffused, it creates this grounded and balanced environment. And then the last one on this page is Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile was used by like ancient Romans to promote courage during war. So I thought that was kind of unique in the aspect of using it in our diffuser. And I thought my mindset went to my kids and giving them courage to go throughout their day, courage to head out to school, that kind of thing. And so it also may support a healthy inflammatory response when taken internally. And it is a good bedtime diffuser oil. Maybe mix it a couple drops of lavender and a couple drops of Roman chamomile, just really set that restful tone and that tranquility through your nighttime. And then a few more. I mentioned clary sage. Clary sage is really good in regards to hormones, but it also is one that creates a relaxing environment. Maybe that's why it's included with ylang ylang, and you want to feel relaxed when getting it on. This is totally not for kids. Sorry. Another one following up is passion. Passion is a blend that is in our emotional aromatherapy kit. There's a couple on here, passion and console. I think cheers in there, and there's a couple more. These ones are great for that emotional response, but passion specifically is to fill you with inspiration and joy to do what you love. And I thought that was awesome. It's like not even just love in the home, but doing what you love personally and encouraging that to diffuse passion is an awesome one. And again, all those floral with a little bit of citrus oils combined in a beautiful blend. The next one is helichrysum. I like to think of helichrysum as a liquid Band-Aid when applying it topically. And it also restores beauty in the skin. So that's why I say, okay, liquid Band-Aid, let's say we get an ouchie, we apply this, you're going to restore that beauty to the skin. Any kind of imperfections in the face, that kind of stuff. So the name helichrysum is derived from a Greek word helios, which means sun, and chrysos, which means gold. So it's kind of like liquid gold, just so you know. And that gold is in reference to the flower's color. It is a very yellow color. Helichrysum has been used in like herbal health practices since the ancient Greece times, and the essential oil is valued for its health benefits. So awesome one to have on hand for multiple purposes. The next one is console. Like I mentioned, it is in that emotional aromatherapy collection. Console is really good at aiding the achy heart. Every time I see someone that is struggling with grief and sadness, I'm like, oh, I just want to send them a bottle of console. Like just here's this to comfort your heart, you know. It helps you through this hopeful path of emotional healing. Like I mentioned, that grief, that sadness. So love to have that one. Blue tansy is another beautiful floral smell. It has this sweet aroma to it. I like diffusing this one by itself, but also combination wise with other oils. It is a really good one for skin. Again, I love that. Going back to the beginning where I mentioned that fun fact that all of these floral oils really bring out the beautifying properties in supporting our skin. And then the last one on this page is cheer. Kind of does what it says it does. It makes you cheerful. Optimistic, cheerful atmosphere helps you seek the bright side of a situation. So again, bringing you that uplifting emotion. A lot of these are, and I want to just preface by saying too that like I mention emotion because that is what I am focused on. That is what I do when it comes to essential oils. Of course, I use them topically, like I'm saying, I diffuse them. But for me, the emotional benefit is what really intrigues me, and that's what I specialize in. So, all right. If you want to screenshot this page, you're welcome to. If you want me to just send you a copy, I would be happy to. These are all options for diffuser blends. I tried to throw in as many as I could of the ones I just mentioned, and I really like to mix and match when it comes to oils. And I threw in like wild orange and lemon too, because I feel like those ones pair really nicely to give you a citrusy floral blend. And then I threw in there, if you look right there at the bottom, that intimate evening, if you want to dare trying the ylang ylang and the clary sage together. So I'll send that if you need it. Otherwise, screenshot it. And then lastly, for coming to my class, I wanted to give you a promotional code. This code is exclusive for me, and it allows me to offer you free gifts for your purchase. So if you want to order any of these oils, feel free. I gave a little QR code to a cart that I created of some of my favorites. You can add any of the ones I already mentioned. You can take away, but at 100 PV order, it's about right around $100. you're going to get a free lavender touch when you put that promotional code into your checkout and apply it. You'll see lavender touch show up for free. You're going to want this for all the reasons I already said. That soothing, that comforting, redness. It's a great tool to have on hand, and you get it completely free. If you're going to go up to 150 PV order, you get to choose your gift from doTERRA. And I love this personally. I would just grab that diffuser because I'm already ordering all these floral oils. So why not start diffusing them? You also have the option of a foaming hand soap concentrate and its dispenser, or the amazing bundle of the On Guard toothpaste and the Super Mint toothpaste. So those are the options for 150. And then topping it all off, you get everything I just mentioned, as well as a free Citrus Bliss at 200 PV. And the Citrus Bliss smells like an orange creamsicle. It's another one that I diffuse all spring, all summer. It smells so good. When we sold our house, when we were doing open houses back in June of last year, I had this in every single diffuser, and every single person that came into the house said it smelled amazing in there. They're like, what is this? Did I listen on the cameras? Potentially. I heard people saying this, so I'm not just making it up. I was not at the house, but I know it for a fact. So please take advantage of using this code, and make sure you apply it. And if you have any questions about these oils, let me know. Here's my information. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Text me or call me if you really do want me to help you create another cart or find other oils to diffuse. I would love to support you. So thank you so much for showing up and coming.